Good morning, people, and welcome back to a new video. Today, I am about to blow your mind. This video goes out to all of the jealous people out there, all of the insecure people scrolling Instagram all night, putting negative projections into their own head. This one is for you. As I am making this video, I can already picture you sitting there right now. You're in your bed, it's about 10 p.m. on a Tuesday night, Monday night, you had a shitty day at work, you're scrolling the gram, and there he or she is, the person that you have a crush on, the person that you've been trying to date, the person that you've been dating, the person that you've been hooking up with, or been trying to hook up with. And that person is having a blast because right now things are not going that well between you. For some reason, it's getting complicated, it's getting hard, and you have found yourself in a position where you are chasing that person. You're doing everything you can to try and act cool, but in reality, you just want to be with that person. So there she is. I'm gonna say she, guys. I'm not gonna do the whole he, she, she thing, the whole video, just to be politically correct. Like, of course, it doesn't have to be a woman. Like, it could also be a guy. But I'm just gonna say she because that's what's most natural for me, since I am a straight guy. So you see a picture. She's looking amazing. You're probably playing some mellow R&B song from the '90s, maybe some Mario. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on the shirt.
Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on the shirt.
I know I can't sing, I'm sorry, I just felt like doing that. So that song is playing, you see her on the gram, looking fabulous. You're watching the stories. Of course you're story creeping, sneaking in there. Maybe you're not even watching the stories, but you're using the little Instagram preview where you can actually, watch the first story without having to click on the story, so she can't tell that you're watching her story. So you're being completely cool and fine, and you don't care. You're not investing any time in her. You're not thinking about her. You're completely obsessed. We all know what it is. So, you see a story, oh shit, she's with somebody else. Who the fuck is this dude? Who is this guy? They're laughing, they're having drinks, they're singing along to music. Oh shit. Some other dude swooped in and has completely replaced you. And this dude, he must be the funniest, most fun dude ever. Because in that 13-second clip, they were living it up. So, so here you are, man, in your room, sad, bring on the Drake, I'm going to be listening to Drake for the next 2 hours after this story, right? Because, I'm sad, I'm emo, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling like shit, I'm feeling like I'm not good enough. And now, here we go. What if I were to tell you that they're not actually having fun? What if I were to tell you that this story was one take out of 9 different takes? What if I were to tell you that she's been on her phone the entire time that she has been with that dude? And you know why I know she's been on her phone? Because she was on her phone when you were with her as well. People don't change. They are who they are. Whether it's us with them or someone else with them, right? Do you really think that this person doesn't know that you're thinking about her? Do you really think that they are not aware of this? Do you really think that they're not doing everything in their power to make them even more desirable towards you? Because that's really what it is, guys. And now, for the grand finale of the point I'm about to make, you are the cool guy. You are the fun guy. You are the charismatic, let's have a blast guy. Not that other dude. He's just a stand-in. Like he's a replacement dude. Or woman, or girl, whatever. What if I were to tell you that you are good enough. You're actually more than good enough. You are the best. You are the person that they want to be with. But because you've been so honest and upfront and direct, you have now lowered your value, lowered your stock, and you're no longer, you have put yourself in a position where it's obvious that you're chasing this person, so they're taking full advantage of that because they're human beings. That's what we do. We are shitty. The person that she's with right now, the person that she's hanging out with, has been making terrible jokes all night. He's been talking about nothing, nada. So while you were in there talking to her about the star signs, about life, about energy, about business ideas, about future ambitions, about marketing plans, about, whatever, because I'm talking to you. You have personality. You have things to offer. You actually think. You're not just focused on, getting drunk and making small talk. No, you're a thinker. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be watching my videos. That's how I know you're a thinker, because I'm a thinker. And we think about a whole bunch of shit. So when we're with that person, we talk about real stuff. We're interesting. We tickle the mind. We entice imagination, because that's the type of people that we are. We might not be always the best dancers. We might not always say the cool things because we're so caught up in being honest and being direct that, usually we end up, saying things that we feel, and then it's just kind of like, oh shit, why you had to go and say that? Just don't put a label on it, right? So what I mean is, the person that she's with right now, it's just like, statistically speaking, that person is more likely to be way less cool than you. That person is likely to be way less interesting than you. Just for once, flip it. Turn the perspective. Don't always assume that this other person is better than you. It's only a 50-50 chance. And more so than not, you're going to be more interesting. You're going to be better. And the reason she's making that video, the reason, they're making that story, they're making that picture, they're making that post, they're sending that little passive-aggressive tweet out there, is because they want you to come back and give them more attention. People that are genuinely happy and content and whatever, they're not caught up in showing it to the world. They're just in the moment, I'm happy, this is it. I don't need external validation. You only need external validation when you're trying to use it to set a trap. So they're putting the cheese in the trap. And then the rats come sniffing around, and they will come running right back. And that's what we're doing, guys. We're sniffing the cheese. We see this beautiful cheese in the trap, and we know it's a trap. We can see it's sharp and pointy, and it's gonna kill us. But the cheese, though, that cheese, I need that cheese. So we go, we sniff and we crawl, and we get that cheddar. And that cheddar that I'm talking about right now is self-worth. That person's self-worth relies on the attention and love that we continue to give them, because we devaluate ourselves. Stop doing that. Stop assuming that you're automatically the lesser party, the lesser man, the lesser woman. You're not. Now the next step that I want to talk about is, ask yourself, if you have found yourself in a position where you are stalking this person, creeping on this person, and trying to figure out what she's doing, but obviously you're in a situation where you spent time with that person before, and now for whatever reason you have found yourself distant, right? But you still want to go back, like a moth is attracted to a flame. But if you are distant from each other, probably there's a reason. There was something about this person that you didn't like, something that threw you off, something that you didn't find attractive, something that you might even qualify as annoying or frustrating or just, something you don't want to deal with. So instead of saying, look, I might be better than that person, and instead of automatically going back to a scenario where you want to replace that new person and put yourself in that situation again, just like ask yourself, like try to have a moment of clarity and ask yourself, do I really want this person? Do I really love this person for who she is? Or do I love the idea of her or him? Do I love this romantic persona that I've created in my mind with all these perfect imperfections? Or do I like the actual person? Do I like the actual monkey standing up with clothes and talking, wearing jewelry and lipstick? Do I like or love this entity? Or do I like or love everything surrounding that person? And would I really be interested in someone who is purposely trying to make me jealous and using that as a tactic to get back my attention? Right? I hope you're with me on this one, guys. I hope you're it's a lot of layers, but I hope you're with me on this one. The main thing I want you to take away from this video is that nothing is what it seems. Nothing. Believe nothing, alright? You are watching straight up social propaganda. It's not reality. They're not even having a blast. They're bored. They're annoyed. The highlight of their night was making that Instagram story, taking that pic. Cheese, smile. Alright, let me just take 15 more. That's what it is. We do it. I do it. You do it. So why wouldn't they do it? Don't fall for the cheese. Don't fall for the bait. Don't go running. Understand that you would have showed her a better time because you are the shit. And that's how you should feel. Either way or not. Walk around, man. Walk around life. Walk around the world like you are it. Like you are the, I'm not on some arrogant type of behavior. Like don't walk around like, oh, I'm better than you. Just recognize your self-worth. Recognize your value. Understand that you're good enough. Understand that you got so much to offer. People ask me all the time, I read the comments on my channel like, oh, Benzo, how do you talk to girls like that? How do you do it? If I had 1 ounce of your confidence, I would do such and such. Like, man, what are you talking about? Talk like what? Like, why do I automatically have to assume that these women or these people around me are better than me? Like, why would they be better than me? Why would they be higher up the ladder of whatever? Like, no, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. When I meet someone that I find, enticing, interesting, attractive, I like to approach it like, show me something. Like, show me something. Like, why do I gotta go around and jumping through hoops to impress you? Like, I know who I am. I'm Big Boy Benzo. I got long hair. I got Arnold on my t-shirt. I go to the gym. I got amazing followers. I make videos. I got a really cool scar because I was fighting with a tiger in Thailand. What I'm trying to say is just, highlight all the good things about you. Highlight all your qualities, all the things you have to offer. Focus on that. Work on the negatives. Don't ignore it, but don't put it to the forefront. Go into situations like you would go into a job interview when you already have a badass job. So it's kind of like, look, I'm taking this interview because you guys are nice and I want to hear what you have to say, but you tell me why I should come and work for you instead of me starting to dance around and doing tricks to convince you so I can come and work for you. You know what I mean? Like, flip the script. And I'll never put myself down. Man, they can cut off my other jaw. They can cut off my ear. They don't cut off my hair though. If I lose my hair, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had to wait so long for this shit. Man. And I just washed it yesterday. That's why it's looking all silky blonde. Anyway, it's time to wrap up this video because I think we're like 15 minutes in. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you guys. I hope you understood the message. And yeah, that's it. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I read everything, yada, yada, yada. I really do though. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm feeling great. I had a really rough few days lately, and I had to reset. I spent a whole day in bed because I was sick, and today I woke up feeling rejuvenated, man. Rejuvenated. And I just wanted to, like project this energy, this craziness into this camera and share it with you guys. So I hope I was able to do that. I'm wishing you an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me as always. It's your boy Denzo. Check it.